Okay, so I started to write out this review for personalplanner.com and didn't like the direction it was going in, and ultimately decided that a video was going to be better for this particular review. So here we are. Okay, so this is the A5 size from personal-planner.com. It's not a bad size. It's okay. It fits in my purse. Granted, I carry larger purses, but it's okay. It's not like an Erin Condren huge planner. It has a couple of issues that I do not like about it. First and foremost, there's nowhere to put your pen. They don't come with an elastic strap, pen loop, none of that stuff. I did try to keep a pen here in the spiral bound part of the notebook, but ultimately I lost 2 pens doing that. So I had to come up with a different solution. And this is ultimately what I ended up doing. This is a pencil pouch I purchased at Target. They currently have them in the stores right at the moment. Don't know how much longer they'll have them, but at the moment they do have them. And then it's got an elastic strap. It's probably supposed to be for a binder or notebook or something like that. As it is a little too long for the A5 size, I had to sew it just a bit to shorten the strap, but it works really well. Plenty of room, and I started doing color coding everything, so it's nice to have all of my pens with me, not just one. And when I first got this and first started using it, I had put the strap around the entire planner, not just the back cover, and it didn't work very well. You couldn't get into the planner and the different pieces and parts in order to actually use it. You had to open it up every single time or take it off every time. So I moved it to the back cover, and that seems to work really well. You can still use the planner really well without having to mess with the pencil pouch too often. So now the planner itself does come with its own elastic loop to keep the notebook part closed. This is something you can decide the color of. I just chose black because I like black. So, yep. Anyway, you can customize the bottom part right here. You can make it say anything you want. I am super boring. Just my name and then the year for it. I do like this color theme though. It's all pink and orange. So everything in here is pink and orange. Both of which happen to be my favorite colors for the most part. So opening it up, on the left side here, you just have a ruler. This is the actual cover itself. The outer part is plastic, and then it's got this like paper flyleaf for the covers itself. So this is just a picture I took of the ocean. I love this photo. I just had wanted to put something there, so that's what I did. Underneath of this is like the story of the planner and some other copyright information, that sort of thing from the planner themselves. So I just wanted to cover it up as well. Now on the other side here is a customizable page. When you create the planner, you can do anything you want. It's basically freeform type. You could type a whole paragraph, you could do a quote, you can do whatever you want. I went with their default, mostly because I'm lazy, but beyond that, I'm also not very creative as to what I would want. I'd rather just have contact information for me, so in case I lose it, people know how to get it back to me. So underneath this post-it note, I have my name and my email address and my phone number and that sort of thing. There's nothing under the sticker for the Ireland sticker. It's just a sticker I really liked, and I didn't want to stick it on like my car and have it get destroyed by weather or anything like that. So I stuck it in here. Okay, so let's get into the page layout. This is the layout I decided on. Now, the layouts can be totally different. You can customize everything about this page for the most part. Starting with the color scheme, you can decide, there's different patterns. Any of the patterns you can use on the covers, you can use up here on the headers. So I just used the same one just because I liked it. You can then also decide colors for the pages themselves, not just the topper. So on mine, I decided, there's different layouts, of course. I decided I'm a list maker, so I wanted it kind of in list format. And I did this there's two sections for this when you do this design. You can have like a blank one, just lined, no color gradation on one part. You can do color gradation on the second part. You can make each part slightly different, etc. So I just made the whole thing the same, just for list purposes. Again, I'm a lister, so I just like having it all in the same spot. Now this is, there's little icons, boxes you can put in the corners of each of the days, and these are just work hours. I wanted to keep track of what days I was working versus what days I was off, and days I came in for overtime and that sort of thing. So I did the little box to do here. They also have like weather and that sort of thing too, so you can do all of that. Now down here you can have two different modules, and there's different options for the different modules, all sorts of different stuff. I want to make it do my own thing when I need it to person. So I did the to-do list just for basic stuff like making sure that I had to get done oil changes, the like, that sort of thing. Make sure that I got my stuff done during the week. I did basically a graph here, just a graph paper, just to have something here. You could have had lines or whatever. I thought graph paper would just give it another dimension versus the lines up here on the individual days. And then this is the third module that you can have. I plan out my dinners, so it's nice to have them somewhere to write them. And then it's got the monthly overview here as well. And then they've got the 4 days, etc. So one thing you can do when you customize it is you can do the holidays as well as birthdays and anniversaries. And so I did just my immediate family for birthdays and anniversaries in here, and then I can fill it in with everyone else. And then they have all the individual holidays and that sort of thing in here. Now it comes with a ruler. You can pick the color of ruler if you want. It doesn't stick out very far on top of the page. I wish it kind of stuck out a little more, but it's fine with just this little bit here. It is shorter on the other side though, so you have to make sure that you're picking the right side as to which side is longer. And then what I did was I have these stickers that I use, the Martha Stewart stickers, Avery individual dot stickers, and then I have them all labeled with individual ink colors. So I use a same color pen plus the sticker for each of these items. So everything in the blog is everything relating to the blog is blue. Blue stickers, blue ink. Everything relating to my husband, because his favorite color is green stickers, green name, etc. So see his birthday with a little green sticker next to it. And then bills and finances are all yellow and brown. Classes, I just labeled class 1 and class 2 so that this year and next year, whatever, when I'm actually attending college classes, if I'm doing just the 2 classes, then I have them individually labeled, but they're closely related, so I can tell which ones are classwork and which one is other stuff. And then anything that's personal for me is red and purple. So, and I just did it on this is a idea I'd seen on Pinterest. Just did it on the ruler so that it was easy to find. So that's the basic layout that I picked. Again, lots of options. You would want to go to the website to find out more information about which ones there are and that sort of thing. So now I've got these all tabbed because I want to make sure I didn't show anything personal, no personal information and that sort of thing. But this is one option that you can pick for the extenders at the back of the book. You get a couple of different options, and again, I picked ones that I liked that were most useful to me. But they have things like Sudoku and coloring pages and that sort of thing. So this is the yearly overview with the days, with the information about which ones are weeks and holidays. And again, they print individual holidays on each of these individual dates. So they have all that information here as well. And then right behind this is telephone and address pages. So I did get these even though I really didn't need much of them. I'm repurposing them for other stuff, which I'll show you in a second. But this is all of immediate family members, so that you can see how it prints. But basically individual names here, and then they've got the phone numbers in the middle column, and then their addresses on the right side. So the only ones I did were immediate family members. It was the most beneficial, so skip those two. Oh, okay, here we go. So one thing I did was I did some washi tape at the top just to block out that this was the address list, and I started just making lists of other stuff. On the back side of this, I have a sheet with main entrees, so I can just start keeping a list of individual things that we eat, so that when I'm stuck with what to plan for dinner, I've got a list of items already. I've also got a list of restaurants that we either have tried once or twice or intend to try at some point in time, and that way I don't forget about them, because that can tend to happen as well. So, and then one other section I picked was graph paper. Don't really have a use for this yet, but it's nice to have it. It's here. So, and then I picked, my last section that I picked is lined notebook paper. Again, I don't have really anything in it at the time, but it's nice to have. So, and then the last thing that I've got here is, this is the back part. So right here I wrote my college information, which is also why there's some post-it notes over the important stuff. And then that way I have easy access to the information that I need with the websites. And underneath here is my email address and my login information and all that stuff, so that I had it all in one spot, that it was easy to find. Every one of these comes with a little like plastic pouch. I've got the Martha Stewart stickers in here, the teardrop ones. I've also got some stamps in here and some other little stickers and that sort of thing, and the calendar for school and all that. In the back here, this is the back flyleaf, or the back cover for the planner. I just did post-it graph paper. I do my grocery lists on this, and that's been working really well as well. Then I have it at the store when I need it. And I had post-it notes here, full coverage post-it notes down here, but they kept falling off, so I just removed them entirely. But that is basically it. I like it for the most part. I've been using it a couple of weeks now, and it's good for a lot of different things. It's nice to be able to make the lists as I need to. I don't have to do times on there. That is one option that you can do in here, is you can do the individual times during the course of the day, so each line is a different hour. I chose not to do that. Again, I'm a list maker. I want options for how my lists go, that sort of thing. And you kind of have to just play around with the options that they have. Now, last but not least, they didn't pay for me to get this. I bought this myself. I was looking for a planner to use, so I purchased this myself. They haven't paid me for the review. They haven't... There's no reason for them to have gotten this review at all. I did this just because I wanted to. That's it. So, that's it. You have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.